TV show?
I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
David, you look absolutely terrific, honestly. You've got like glue on.
This is where the worst begins. This is where we must stop. For beyond is the work of madness. The nightmare of insane murder and lingering death. Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
Someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
This is Albert from the Tuesday Show. You're listening to the goddamn Dave Hill Show, now on a flipping Monday.
No, you're an angel witch. Are you there? Are we doing the show?
Live.
Where's Chris Gersbeck?
We're still working out our tech.
I realized I had a guitar here.
That's a pretty sick color green on that. I like that.
It's pretty sick. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Things.
I'm here.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Hey.
Anyway, we're yeah. I got this guitar. My hands are freezing though, so I can't really do anything too extreme other than go.
We have to jam. We're all going to be vaxxed soon. I think the three of us should start.
Waxed and vaxed.
Yeah, we should.
Can you turn the music down a little bit?
No. Yeah.
Can you guys hear the guitar?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can that right into the computer.
No, I have a little amp here.
Nice.
Good.
When Angel Witch, first of all, hello and welcome to the Dave Hill Good Time Hour, arguably the slickest show out there today. I'm Dave from before. How's everybody doing? How are you doing, New Jersey Chicken Rancher Des?
Doing great, Dave.
My problem is as soon as I stop talking when I have the guitar, I just start going. How are you doing, boy criminal Chris Gersbeck?
Fantastic.
I can't really play because I just had dinner with celebrity Todd Barry. We ate outside, and it was very cold out. Even with me wearing dressed like a guy who's not happy with his meal at the country club. That's the outfit I'm going with.
That's the outfit. Yeah. Without revealing too much, you wore that outfit on an audition. That's why I remember that sweatshirt.
Yeah, I had an audition for a show. We can't say what it is. But I was supposed to be a wealthy person, and I wore this sweater.
Did you get the part?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Okay.
Never say never. Until it airs, when I see the show, and if someone else is saying doing the role that I auditioned for, then that's when I say, hey, I guess it's not happening.
This is it.
I'm annoying myself with this, playing this guitar the whole time.
I like it.
Or I'll just keep doing it. This is probably will help our ratings.
We don't have to tell you that it just adds emphasis to everything that you say.
Everything I say sounds more important if you just go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to frame up my camera so you can see my guitar and then, still see my face to some extent.
Play it like up here, like you gotta.
I've never tried to play that after all this time. That does kind of sound like Angel Witch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I could have done it this whole time. All over the world, you can hear people hitting pause on this podcast. They're just like, I'm not sure if I like the new format where Dave just plays solos halfway through sentences. Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
We're bearing the lead that you're not in Ohio anymore.
Yeah, our massive live viewers will could probably pick up on the fact that I'm no longer in Ohio. I'm back in New York City, which is why, apologies, I should have said this out of the gate, why, why we didn't do the show last week is I got back here and my suitcase exploded. There was underwears everywhere. And I just needed...
Plural?
There was underwears everywhere, and I just needed to take a beat and get my apartment in order before I could return to the number one spot as the greatest podcast co-host in history. We do have an incredible show for you tonight. We do not have a guest. Tonight the guest is you, the listener, the viewer, whoever's tuning in live. Why isn't there a guest, you ask? Is it because Dave, is it because you screwed up the bookings, or is it because you simply chose not to have a guest? It's a combination of the two.
Happens.
I thought we do have some very exciting guests lined up. And one guest that I thought was tonight, upon further investigation, I was like, oh no, that's in 2 weeks. So, Chris and I talked, we said, hey, let's let the shit hit the fans.
Let it breathe a little.
The number here is 201-584-7071. That's 201-584-7071. I owe what's that?
Are the phones working, Des? I can't are they good to go?
No, I need that Skype login. Yeah.
We're working on that.
We're really showing you how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
By just letting you know how unorganized we are. I'm getting a text message from celebrity Todd Barry.
Show business is checking in.
Do you think
Can you call in?
He'll probably want money for it. Can't worry about it right now. What I wanted to say. No, you want to know, this is, I didn't invent this move, but what I do when I'm having dinner with celebrity Todd Barry is we'll say like, hey, how much should we leave for a tip? When we, if it was separate checks, which is what all celebrities do. And then I say, let's leave whatever the amount is. And then I leave 1 cent more.
It's a smart move. It's like the Price is Right method.
Chris, why are you muted?
Just in case my chair was making noise.
No, don't ever mute. Just let it all. I mean, because you were clearly just laughing. So,
well, I was listening
belly laugh at that.
I was listening to an episode the other day, and all I could hear was the fucking clacking of my keyboard and the squeaking of my chair. So I was like, I'm going to be a little more conscious. And
Don't.
Yeah, I guess not.
I beg you not to. And I would say watch the profanity. You know how I feel about profanity when we're the number one show in Manchester, England, and we get fined $7,000 for every F-bomb and C-word.
You'll just have to edit that out yourself, Chris.
Yeah. Facts are facts. When the phone number is working, it will be 201-584-7071. That's 201. I guess just practice dialing it. Christina Sloan, I owe her an email. She sent me a nice email today and said, wait, someone's asking my PayPal address. That can only mean one thing. Does someone want to send money?
That'd be great.
You can send me money. Send it to Dave at davehillonline.com. I'll take money for no good reason. But if you really want to support the show, though I do recommend just sending me money, that way Chris and Des will have no idea that it happened, and I shan't bring it up. The super chat button on the bottom is a great way to support the show. If you're not already supporting us on Maximum Fun, and the Max Fun Drive is coming up next week, which is when we do the full court press, begging people to support the show.
My T-shirt.
Yeah, Chris has a really stylish shirt. That's a cool shirt.
I liked it. I got it. I didn't know it was coming. I got it in the mail over the weekend, and
must have been cause for great excitement.
Yeah, I always like getting an unexpected T-shirt in the mail. You sent me a couple. Maximum Fun sent me a couple. I'm trying to get sponsored by this that website. Discount Cemetery.
What is that? Is that the one where you get those
yeah.
Movie T-shirts?
So I figured if I just mentioned
that you wear,
times,
those movie T-shirts are a great way to meet other dudes. I just burned you really badly. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean just other movie buffs fans.
Yeah.
I'm just razzing you.
Yeah,
I don't mean in a romantic way. I just mean like in a sausage party way. Though, however, all scenarios are good. Where did Des go?
I think. Well, we're trying to get the phones to work while also.
I'm working on.
So I'm just supposed to sell this on sheer personality while you guys are doing something else. I've done a horrible. You're gonna have to edit this so much. I forget how that goes. Yo. Okay, gosh. I mean, you wonder why the ratings are slipping. And then that happens.
Are they slipping? I haven't checked them.
No, I don't check the ratings. I'm an artist. I imagine they're growing and growing. Should we do the crime blotter while we wait for this phone thing to get sorted? Because
if you have them locked and loaded, yeah, let's do it.
And everyone, I cannot encourage you enough to do the super chat, because I'm looking at the chat and there's no super chats, so now I'm forced to actually just read the comments. Gene Scribbin says, greetings from Connecticut. I like Connecticut. My brother lives in Connecticut, not to brag. Greetings from Iowa City, Matt Arnold says. And a 1 and a 2 is Dave's PayPal addy, Mr. Lou Rawls. You can get through however you like.
Are you a big Lou Rawls fan, or is that just?
I am a big Lou Rawls fan. Yeah, I wrote a piece. It's on the Earthquaker Devices site. You can see I write about how much I like Lou Rawls. If you go on that site.
I'm a big fan of Lou Rawls' role on Baywatch Nights, which he had a starring role on that.
He did not. He wasn't on for the whole run. Baywatch. You would really like my essay that I wrote on the Earthquaker Devices site, because I address his role on Baywatch Nights, a show that I'm not afraid to say, deeply flawed. It wasn't Lou Rawls' fault. He plays the nightclub manager on the show. He hits it out of the park. The problem with Baywatch, it was a money grab. We all know that. But the thing is, like David Hasselhoff, I don't know why I just said his name like that. David Hasselhoff. You can't be a lifeguard all day and be in charge of keeping like all these beaches safe, and then have the energy to be up all night doing detective work.
to watch.
That's
It's a full
impossible.
schedule.
It's not believable.
But so now, what did he do at the nightclub? Like, I know he was solving mysteries at
Well,
night.
crimes are always happening at the nightclub. Everyone knows that. There's cocaines. People are doing cocaines. There's murders because they're usually dimly lit, and if you're gonna murder someone, you do it in a dimly lit space generally. I mean, if you want to get away with it, and also that if you want to get tips on what's going on, you got to go talk to the nightclub manager, Lou Rawls.
This is true, but was he in the second season too? Because the second season I'm way more familiar with.
I think just a few short weeks ago, I could have answered this. I believe he was on for. Let's look it up. We should look this up. This is important.
I think the phones are working now.
Who else on Earth right now is looking to see? Let's have a look here. Wait. Okay. Baywatch Nights. Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls. What's that?
They got 2 seasons out of that show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Must have been drinking that year.
the second season's it's all sci-fi. It's great.
Is it really?
Stargate sci-fi or
television and film?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently, I thought we've discussed this on the show before. Apparently, it was around the time the X-Files was the biggest show, and David Hasselhoff wanted to capitalize on that. So he's like, the second season will be all supernatural mysteries and stuff.
Gotta go with.
And so hot. Each week it's he's investigating, sea creatures and vampires and Norse gods and stuff. It's crazy.
One adventure after another.
Yeah.
I think Lou Rawls was only on the first season. I'm sad to say.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't remember what he did on that show.
Got a couple calls already.
Yeah, let's do it. Lou Rawls played Lou Raymond. I like how they kept
Baywatch.
most of his name. They changed 3 letters.
You're in show business, Dave. Do they do that when they have an actor who's too dumb to remember that their character is another name? That'll always why not just go Lou Rawls? If you're gonna go that close to the name.
I don't know. I mean, it can't be because Lou Rawls is dumb, because we know that's not true.
Right. Well.
So you've answered your own question.
Good point.
Basically. Let's take a call.
Okay. I wonder who the first one could be. You there, caller?
Hello, you fine.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Right?
Can you turn up,
I just
Des?
wanted to say the last week's show was amazing. It changed my life. It was, the guests, the jokes, the musical number at the end, it was fantastic. So, good job on all that.
Oh, God.
Sounds like a dick.
Jesus Christ. Hello, Elvira Canaveral from Minneapolis. To be exact.
Very relieved Minneapolis.
A very relieved. We had
the Chauvin trial results here.
Yes.
And
I heard something about that.
And our house is right in between the crime scene and the courthouse. And
oh, wow.
when the news came down that justice was going to be served in at least this one case, my wife and I wept with relief.
Yeah, I mean, a lot more work to be done, but I'm glad.
Definitely different dynamic than we've experienced the last 4 years. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with the outcome of that trial.
I am 2 weeks past my second shot, so I am fully vaccinated. And I went out and celebrated by having my first dine-in meal in 13 months.
Wow. What'd
You
have?
dined indoors somewhere?
Yeah, I went to Giordano's. It's a Chicago pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I had some on our honeymoon because Chicago was the first stop on our train ride down to New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of comfort food. And
Sure.
I was the only person in the restaurant. I let them know that I was vaccinated, and everybody also in the restaurant was vaccinated, and we just enjoyed our time together.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It's part of the process of learning to unclench.
Mm.
Your buttocks.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I have not. I have been out to dinner 3 times now, I think, but always outside.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we were trying to eat my dinner. My girlfriend and I had dinner with celebrity Todd Berry, and we were supposed to eat at this Thai restaurant, and then right when we got there, they showed up and were redoing all the bike lanes with green paint, which you would think, I would have thought was just going to be paint, but it's this heavy duty chemical it was so strong.
You got to apply that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I had to tell the guy at the restaurant, I was like, we can't eat out here. It smells. And he's like, do you want to eat in the back? Do you want to look in the... He was like, we have a patio. But it was not an open air patio. It was essentially indoors. It just had a see-through roof. Mm-hmm. So, even though I'm fully vaccinated, I thought I'm not ready for this. Yeah, because I don't want to be the guy that they're like, he was fully vaccinated and he got a variant that we've never seen before. And now we have to futz with his dingus or something.
We have a super chat. I don't mean to interrupt the dingus.
Please.
Talk.
Super chat takes precedence.
Amy Dahl asked, which guitar were you happiest to see when you got back to the city?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say...
That's for Amy. Did I say it's Amy Dahl? Did I say that?
Amy Dahl, that's a very good question. I just took it out. I would say... probably my SG. I probably was happiest to see that because I didn't bring it with me because it's not even my fanciest guitar by a even close, but it's my favorite. Probably.
You didn't have that out there with you for a period? I feel like I saw you playing it.
I had my white SG, which is different.
Okay.
And that one is awesome too, don't get me wrong. But
2 SGs.
The reason I took it is because I couldn't tell. I was worried about the future. And I thought, if I have to unload a guitar to get some money, I'll just sell this white guitar.
Right.
Because there's no way I would sell the other one. So I was like, I'll bring that one. And if anything crazy happens and I need money for cocaine or something, I will. I shouldn't joke so much about cocaine because eventually people will be like, I'm pretty sure he's on cocaine. He talks about it quite a bit.
And you don't need
it's like
for it. You're loaded.
It's like a front. It's like how Matt Gaetz can't stop talking about pedophilia. And
I'm not into underage girls. Why would you even say that? What's going on with Matt? I feel like it's been a little quiet on the Matt Gaetz front.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
Well, he paid a bunch of money to Roger Stone's cover company, $1.6 million, I think.
He did?
For consulting. Well, his campaign did. He doesn't pay for anything.
Oh, okay. I feel a little better because my first reaction was like, it bothers me that Matt Gaetz would have that much walking around money.
He probably has access to it with his band.
But is there? I mean, that guy's so genetically. What?
Well, he's also running more ads right now than he did during his last campaign, and it's not even that tight part of the cycle yet. So he's spending it because he knows he probably won't be around for it to spend later.
Elvira in on the campaign news trail.
I like this. Insights.
My father-in-law is just retired as a fact checker for the Associated Press, so I have mad respect for.
Do you mean the AP?
For,
I know the lingo.
well, he snuck Michael Moore into a convention, into a Republican convention once. So
subversive.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's nice actually enjoying your in-laws as people. It's a rare event, so appreciate it if you can.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
No, I got a question for you. If you were to have one more guitar or pedal in your collection, what would it be?
Oh, that is a good question. I like these guitar-based questions. It's really the only thing I like talking about in life. No. But it is one of my favorite subjects. Guitar, gosh, the answer is, I don't know. Who knows, like, maybe like a Gibson ES335. I still want one of those.
That Astral pedal you demoed was...
Oh, the Astral Destiny from Earthquaker Device. That's a great pedal. I have that right here.
Yeah, if you want to communicate with the dead, that's your pedal.
What's that?
If you want to communicate with the dead or simulate that you're speaking for the dead, that's your pedal. You know,
it's a good pedal for that. It's a pretty sweet pedal.
That pedal movie's coming out this week. It's releasing.
Wait, there's a pedal movie and I'm not in it?
I'm
Seems like probably not a very good pedal movie.
Well, you don't know. You haven't seen it yet. They might still reach out. You got a couple days, like you said before.
Sometimes I think people don't take my pedal criticism seriously.
That's because you hold back on it too much. I'm always saying more pedal talk, more pedal talk.
More, I know. Maybe I should. I just
pedal talk into the title, the Dave Hill Good Time Hour. Now with more pedal talk.
Now with 50. Now with. I mean, I could easily. Now that I'm back in New York, we could very easily demo a different pedal every episode because I'm here in my office. I have 20 bazillion pedals.
Yeah.
At my name any pedal, and I'll just be like, oh, here it is. Oh, the Strymon El Capistan. It's right here.
Yeah. Can you?
Well, how about, like, what would be a good pedal for a Kafka play?
A Kafka play? Yeah, that's couldn't possibly be easier question.
A lot of good questions out of Elvira.
I would say this pedal here that is I put in the box because I was bringing it back. I would say the Earthquaker Devices Time Shadows, which is a collaboration with Death by Audio. It's a subharmonic multi-delay resonator. And
so it slows down the sounds and then repeats the sounds?
It's the most sinister pedal. My problem is my power supply is all put. If you gave me like a minute, I could hook it up. I just have to dig some things out.
We could dial it in for next week, but
yeah, we'll dial it in. It's the most sinisterest pedal I've ever heard.
None more sinister.
It's really sinister. It's not like super distorted in that, or it's just more like you hear it and you're like, oh man. Now, is there anything worse than discussing pedals and then not even letting people hear the pedals? Is there anything more alienating than that?
I mean, talking about playing video games might be the only equivalent I can think of.
This is the thing. Video games, I mean, there's videos people make people watch other people play video games, and
I don't get it. As someone who plays video games, I there's nothing more boring than watching someone else play.
Thank you. This is exactly when I was a little kid, and all of a sudden we got to an age where all of a sudden everyone was playing video games. And you would go to someone's house, and then everyone would just sit around watching people play video games.
Yeah.
And when this happened, I was just like, I'm out. And I just went home, and I was like, Dad, everyone just sits and watches each other play video games. I became, You know, the weird kid on the block. That's
What
when it happened.
What about like at the arcade though? It's the same. I mean, is it more social because you're maybe out in the arcade and there's like one kid on the machine and three others? You know,
No.
you're waiting your turn. You
Why
got
would I want to? No. That's why I started playing guitar and ripping solos.
All right, and here we are. Makes sense.
Ripping and talking about pedals.
Yeah.
No, I've always hated. Like after college, I had some roommates, great guys, and they would play video games all the time, and I would just be like, I'll just be in my room, not being on the internet, because the internet didn't exist yet.
Right.
Or it did in some primitive form, but not in a way
Not in your
red access to nudes and things. That would come later.
Give a plug to Rocksmith 2014. It's a game that I hooked up, and it's taught me how to play the bass and the guitar, because you hook up a real instrument to it. It taught me some Joy Division this week.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's not really cool, but it's cool. It's pretty cool.
Which Joy Division song?
I'm into anything that teaches someone a musical instrument.
Like Guitar Hero?
So I sold my Xbox into a pinball machine and then hooked that up, so I have my pinball machine teaching me how to play guitar and bass.
That's a
lot.
Oh, I think the line is breaking up.
Talk to you later.
All right, I appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Elvira, and that is great news. I'm glad the city of Minneapolis is feeling a little better these days, and I'm glad you were able to get out and eat a meal. If he's still there, we may have lost him.
Yeah. Percy Dunbar said pedal talk is so calming, really. So, like ASMR.
Maybe that's the thing, is to just talk about.
Can we really test you, like name a pedal and see if you have it?
Yeah, you can. But then that would require you to have a vast working knowledge of pedals, which
I don't. I only know a few. But
let's be honest.
Do you have a rat pedal?
I'm glad you asked. I don't have an original rat pedal. I don't think, but I do have this pedal here, which is the original version 1 of the Earthquaker Devices Life pedal, which is a collaboration with the band Sun.
Hold up to the camera. Oh, yeah.
Sun or Sun O, however people want to pronounce it. And it has a cross and then an upside down cross.
Is that the evil channel?
Yeah, one is volume and one is gain, but it's based, I think, on the rat pedal. Mm-hmm. So that's probably the closest thing I have, aside from probably 10 other pedals that do something similar.
Do you still have your first pedals, your first couple? Did you have managed to hold on to them all these years, or along the way?
I do. Yeah, no, I have. I think I have all of them. I'm pretty sure. I think I mean, there's the one pedal I've ever had that was worth like a fair amount of money. Got away from me. And it's
define fair amount of money. Not to brag or anything.
It's the Russian Big Muff.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up here. What is it called?
Well, in the chat, Matt Arnold said, Dave, break down the finer points between fuzz, overdrive, and distortion. And then the next comment is Jessica Keibel saying, no, don't.
I couldn't even do it. I mean, for all the crap that I have, I couldn't even really. To me, I don't know. Who knows? It all sounds the same to me.
You like it or you don't. You have to fight to get the sound you want.
It's all in the hands anyway, man.
Jessica Keibel also has a super chat. Dave has upped the wardrobe game. Loves an ascot.
I have. Well, now I'm back in New York, and I didn't really pack any clothes. I didn't have any clothes in Ohio, so now I have clothes again. The pedal that I had, and I don't know what happened to it. It's somewhere in Ohio, probably in someone's garage.
Jayhawk song in here.
It's now goes for about $400, and I probably paid $60 for it.
Elvira has a super chat. I use a Zoom B1X4 for my base bunch of settings.
All right. Oh, wait a minute.
Wow, the super chats are really coming in now.
Good super chat question just came in.
Let's get, nothing would make me happier if this show turned into just people asking me questions about guitars and gear. If that, I realize that would and also fashion and hair care.
Yeah. Here's one from Sarah Masel. Is that the one you're going to read, Des?
Yeah, go ahead.
She says, "Hey, Dave, Des, and Chris, any advice on how to wean a puppy off of pee pads? We're in Queens and he's 5 months old and a chocolate piece of cake."
I think she's saying that the puppy is a sweet sweetie.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
I'm wondering how we're in Queens, because I kind of want to see this puppy.
I love puppies. I would say the way people do crate training and stuff. I never did that with Sweet Lucy, but the way to get I
gotta say, I like that you said pee pads and not wee wee pads, because I hate anytime I hear an adult say wee wee.
Damn adult, yeah.
That makes me nervous as well. I would say the way to get the dog to stop using pee pads is just, and you've probably thought of this already, Sarah, is to just, you have to take the dog out regularly to where they start to know, like, okay, I'm going to pee outside. This is where it goes down. And then they won't want to use the pee pads anymore. So take, for example, Sweet Lou goes out at more than this, but the basic schedule is 8, noon, 4, and 8. Mm-hmm. That's the general schedule that she's on for to take leaks and dumps and stuff. She gets out other times. Don't get me wrong. She goes everywhere with me that I can possibly take her. But that's what you do.
To be back in the city.
She's got appointments.
She, I think there's things she likes about the city, and there's things she likes about a more rural environment. Squirrels, rabbits, deer, things like that. She
when
likes
you got
that.
To your apartment, did she immediately did she run up the steps to your apartment?
She did run up the stairs, yeah.
Happy to be home. That's nice.
Yeah.
But I think she, probably misses the nature, as do I. But she likes that there's a lot more stuff covered in pee around here. So she can smell a lot more pee on the regular. I believe we may have a surprise visit from Jazz Cat.
Can we take a quick call?
Curtis Steigers.
There's also a couple super chats here too.
Yeah.
Jessica Kybell, by the way, who won. Thanks to everyone who bid on the Star Wars Stormtrooper helmet that I painted. But it was won by Jessica Kybell.
Oh, that's awesome!
And and all the money I donated it to Stop AAPI Hate.
Sweet.
And you can go to stopaapihate.org if you would like to donate to them as well. But Jessica has a question. What is your dream guitar and why? This is the problem with guitars, is you get the dream guitar and then you buy it, you get it or get it somehow, and then 2 weeks later you're like, no, this isn't the dream guitar.
This wasn't the one.
There's some other guitar that you want. So the dream guitar, I actually have it in the closet. because it's worth a lot of money, and I hid it because I was like, if anyone gets in here, I want to make it really hard for them to find this guitar, but I haven't taken it back out. It's a Hendrick generator, and it's this guitar that Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, of course, co-designed, and there was less than 100 of them made, and I was looking for one of them for years and years and years, and I saw one for sale for $6,000, which I felt like I shouldn't. I didn't want to spend that on anything. And then I found one in my dad's town. This guy had one.
Had to do it.
And I got it from him. And then I just saw another one for sale, but someone bought it already. Here's Curtis Stigers joining us, but let's take a call while Curtis gets situated.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Curtis. His sound isn't on, but he looks jazzy.
It's on, isn't it?
Oh, your sound is on, yeah.
I was just pretending that was on.
Hey, Curtis.
Oh, wait, Curtis, bear with me. Jessica Kybell followed up with another super chat. If anyone wants to do this super chat, it's that little $sign at the bottom. And it's a great way to support the show and get me to talk about guitars. But Jessica Kybell, I didn't see. She said, "I take it back. No guitar. What is your favorite thing about coming home?" Oh, I would say,
Hey.
What is my favorite thing about coming home?
It takes you that long to think about it, I gotta say.
I mean, it's not like
Not even getting to like hum New York Groove in your head, like as you're getting back to New York, like you didn't do that 3 or 4 or 5 times.
Well, I think, this is different because coming back to New York during the still weird times we're in, and my neighborhood is like the French Quarter now, basically, with all the dining in the streets and stuff, so I'm adjusting to that. Mm-hmm. I would say just lying in my own bed and just being like,
yeah,
and making weird sounds and things like that, and then putting on my sleep apnea machine and sorry, I cut myself off there wisely. We are joined now by my dear friend, the recently verified on Instagram, jazz cat Curtis Stigers, world famous jazz musician, pop star.
The verification process.
They did?
I thought they did, but I guess not.
Well, you stand corrected, because clearly they are verifying anybody now, because Curtis Stigers.
I'm a verified mother trucker.
Why is your sound so low?
I don't know. Can I fix that? Can I turn it up or something?
Maybe just sit closer to your computer or talk louder. Just do basic things that help.
Yeah. Let me see if I can help you. Is that better?
Yeah. Do you think this show is too slick, Curtis? Be honest.
It seems almost like the Academy Awards. It's that.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Academy Awards last night.
I watched 7 minutes of it, and I could not believe how boring and just.
I heard it was unbearable, right?
Yeah, it was just weird. I couldn't take it.
And then they did this crazy thing, I guess, where they for the first time ever they put the Best Actor award at the end instead of the Best Film, and because they were.
Yeah.
They kind of thought that.
Chadwick Boseman,
the young actor who passed away, would win, and then Anthony Hopkins won, and they were both great actors, but it just anyway.
Well, I have a question. Don't they know aren't there people that know the answers well enough to plan the show accordingly?
They're supposed to not, right, Des? I mean,
they have like
there's always some
Price Waterhouse, right?
Yeah, KPMG or
That's why they have those really dorky guys come out about 3 or 4 things before the end to say we didn't cheat and nobody knows.
Yeah, I think that's why they accidentally called it for La La Land when was it Moonlight actually won?
Yeah. Because nobody knew, and someone had taken out the wrong envelope for that one.
Oh no, you're confused. You're talking about when Steve Harvey gave the wrong Miss Universe or Miss whatever,
right?
Which, by the way, I still have not forgiven him for. If there's anyone on my shit list, it's that guy. For that, he needs to apologize.
He was also the guy that said that'd be in the butt, Bob, too, wasn't he? Wasn't that? No, I guess.
No. I think. To me, it sounds to me like you just wanted to say a crude joke on this classy show, and you squeezed in however you could, and that's really.
I think that was Bob Eubanks.
That might fly with you, heroin-addled jazz cats.
What makes you think that it addles me?
You raise a good point.
I seem addled?
How no? I can't stress enough. First of all, Curtis has a fairly new album out called Gentleman. Let's give him the Dave Hill effect. Let's everyone go get that album. And then he has a new album coming out soon-ish. Not that soon.
It was
postponed.
Yeah, it's been postponed. Thanks for reminding me.
Pushed it back.
Makes me feel good about myself. Thanks.
No, I know that can be frustrating. That happened to me. I had some albums pushed back, and as a result, I managed to release 3 albums in 2020, all during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Not the best way to go about business, I don't think.
You outdid me by 3.
By 3 albums. Yeah. I released 3 albums in 2020. I mean, I didn't release other people released the albums, but they were albums.
You don't have your own record company.
I do not.
They're all different.
I'm not complaining to anybody. I'm just saying I'm really complaining. About the pandemic, which I will say, I didn't, this show is not about having hot takes, controversial takes necessarily, but I will say I am 99.9% against pandemics after this past year.
99.9.
Mostly against pandemics.
What's the 0.1 that you'd like?
I like not having as many obligations. Like to show up places. That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, not going.
Do you find this? And this is I throw this question out to anyone, to the 3 of you, Des, Chris, Curtis, or anyone watching in the live stream, or anyone listening in the podcast form, to just ponder and answer to themselves, or people can call in at 201-584-7071. God, now I forget what I was going to say. No, but what I wanted to say was, do you do this? I have a certain dread about anything that I have to leave the house for, even if it's like something great that I really enjoy. There's still part of me that's like, oh, I gotta put on pants. This is a nightmare.
Hard pants rather than
hard
soft
pants.
Yeah.
I'm just getting used to hard pants again. Not to brag.
Yeah.
But
decent place to be.
It's a new thing for a lot of people. Des, do you just always wear soft pants, Des? Because I mean, you live in like way out. You live so far out. Why would you need hard pants?
Well, you want sturdy pants, but you do want the flexibility, and they got to be able to withstand the chicken ranching lifestyle.
Yeah, because you do have to bend your knees occasionally to
right. There's a lot of up and down and stretching, and
Yeah.
Soft pants might not hold up to chicken shit, but you get yourself a good thick, fabric. You can wash it off. Hose
I
it
don't
off.
think I've ever heard the term chicken shit be used like literally.
We're
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, no, I live with chicken shit. It's
referring to
part of my life.
actual shit that comes out of chickens.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
So
I thought maybe as a pro you would call it guano or something.
Yeah.
it's the high octane compost. stuff.
Is that what it's actually called? Guano?
Well, that's the bat shit, I believe, is guano. No.
Oh, that's totally couldn't
I
be
only
more
know
different.
that from
Yeah.
Ace Ventura when nature calls. They call it bat guano.
Back guano. I know it from some Kurt Vonnegut novel that I read as a young man, and guano was a big. I think guano is maybe just. I mean, I think you can have guano from anything, but maybe let's ask your listeners about that, Dave. That would be something to really tax your listeners.
Give us a call with your guano-based questions or answers. 201-584-7071. That super chat has really died down, I gotta say.
Had a nice little surge there, and then yeah.
We had a nice.
I can kill any chance to make any money. That's been my specialty in my career.
I know. It's like almost like a magic trick.
I can crush.
Are your finances in too good of a shape? If that's even a proper sentence.
Too good of shape.
Questions.
Oh, Elvira just super chatted. Someone snuck in my house and shrunk all my pants.
I guess.
Yeah, the ho-ho man.
Oh man, I might be on the brink of that myself. I really worry.
It's been hard to keep it down. Yeah.
Haven't you been running though? Haven't you been working out, Dave?
I work out constantly.
Yeah.
I went for a killer bike ride today. I'm just gonna be honest.
We got that caller
What
back.
kind of a bike did you ride?
I rode a
say that again?
Specialized bike today.
Oh, you did. Yeah, from a bike shop. Did
I
you
rented
rent
it.
from a bike
Yeah,
shop?
they had a used Specialized, and I was like, maybe I'll buy this. Can I just rent it? Because they
Yeah,
rent bikes.
Specialized. They're nice.
Yeah.
It was a
But
hybrid.
What kind of a price are we talking about? In that same range that we were talking about, Dave and I.
No, it's used bike, and it was only it was under $400.
And you liked it?
I liked
that.
it. It was cool.
Other
I mean,
effort.
I don't know. Who knows?
They make good bikes.
I think any bike I get on, it's really man and machine just melds into one.
Well,
And then people are just like, off he goes. Did you say we have a call on hold?
We do, yeah.
What is this show even about? It's all over the place. It's entirely my fault. We're talking
Oh, you're
about
there?
batshit pedals.
Hello.
Who's that?
Hello, you're on the air. Who's calling?
It's Niels.
Yeah.
Oh, Niels, the pride of Merrickville.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
How are you guys?
good. How are you doing?
Oh, friggin' A, I guess is the problem.
It's the problem?
The parlance, so like
the
just not
parlance.
swearing.
Oh no, you can swear. We'll just edit it out for when it goes out onto the Manchester England Airways. We're the number one show in all of Manchester.
Number one.
We're the number one show as far as I'm concerned.
The only one to care about.
Cool.
Why not? What, is someone going to prove me wrong?
No,
So there.
I know a few people in Manchester. Actually, I could probably. But how are they gonna prove it wrong?
I only know one person in Manchester.
I think he moved.
His name is Johnny Marr.
Ooh, wait.
No, I don't know him. I've met him, not to brag.
Hey, Elvira did a
It's
follow
the
up
only
super
place
chat.
I've been in England.
Wait, what?
That's the only place I've been in England is Manchester.
What brought you to Manchester?
Oh, just a layover flight. I mean, one of those. Oh, I've been to England, just sitting in an airport waiting to go somewhere else.
I'm not, I guess that technically counts, but
Counts.
like I've been to the Reykjavik airport twice, but I've never left the Reykjavik airport and walked around.
Did
If
you
you
get
didn't
outside the
actually-
building?
Say
What's
that
that?
again. Sorry.
I was gonna say, did you actually get outside the airport building? Did you breathe the fresh air in Reykjavik?
Nope.
All right, then yeah, no, you weren't there.
If you didn't at least date an Icelandic supermodel, you've not really been to Reykjavik.
I'm sure told this. I know I've told this story 7,000 times on this show, but I did almost get Bjork to buy Twinkies once.
Is it a short enough thing that it won't bore Nils and your super call that you have waiting on hold?
I leave it to Niels whether he wants to hear this story. It's like it's what's a famous story? I don't know. The Night Before Christmas or something. Basically, that's my equivalent. This time I almost got Bjork to buy Twinkies.
It's a Bjork story?
Yes, it's a Bjork-based story.
Yeah, okay, no, I don't need to hear it. I mean, we've...
Oh, man. Shut down.
You're gonna end up doing your Bjork impersonation, which is perfect, but...
Is it?
I mean...
It's just very good. They are good. Twinkies are good. They are good. I should buy Twinkies.
You can't... Well, if you close your eyes, you think Bjork is talking.
That was incredible.
That was fantastic.
Would you think, Dave, should I buy Twinkies? Dave?
Doesn't have something to do with a security guard and a limousine or something?
He said they're very tasty. Dave said I should buy Twinkies.
I think
someone's gonna send this to her, and we're gonna.
Oh shit!
Get her on the show.
They're very good. They're like lady fingers. Yeah, but
I've not seen her.
Dave.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask you a serious question? That's
Please.
Actually, got nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to do with Bjork.
Nothing to
do with Bjork or you or anything like. Actually, I have a really bad connection here. Like, I don't know what's going on with the phones, but.
Do you think maybe your phone is such a problem?
Hey, Des?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As a chicken rancher, do you do you try and sell your free eggs? Like, not your free eggs, but do you try and do you put your eggs out on an honor system?
No.
And then just have a coop?
No.
Have you seen that?
There's people all over the neighborhood. We're on kind of a busier street that doesn't get any foot traffic, so there's no point in putting a cooler out. But yeah, we'll see people with coolers out in the lawn. They'll usually be going for like $3 a dozen.
And it's an honor system?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, it's all over the rural area I live in.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the last hearkening frontiers of how good humanity can be. Here, take a dozen eggs, leave what you can. But you know what? Who's to say Johnny Crumble Thumbs shows up, takes all the eggs, and then
Johnny Crumble Thumbs,
$2.
Does he live there now? I went to high school with him.
Johnny. We got to form a band called Johnny Crumble Thumbs.
Yeah.
This Friday night at Scorchers, Johnny Crumble Thumbs plays all the hits from the 80s.
Free eggs! Free eggs!
Wait, so I just lived my 1 foot eggs?
See, the thing with my Bjork impression is I can apply it to any scenario.
That's great.
I can put Bjork in whatever. We have another super chat. Jessica Kybell says, and Chris, you have some. You're gonna have to answer that. Every time Chris checks his watch, we get 5 more minutes.
Do I check?
Have you been checking your watch a lot?
It's his job.
I didn't notice.
Who checks their watch in 2021? I mean, I wear a watch, but I don't ever look at. Oh, okay.
Anytime someone messages me or I get a follow on Twitter, that's my
follow.
You have an alert. You have an alert set up on your watch to tell you when someone new has followed you on Twitter.
Who doesn't?
It goes off.
That
every 5 seconds.
that literally might be the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You talking to your wrist
That you would have that on your watch.
I mean,
no, that's not
it's
sad.
It's an ego booster.
It is an ego boost.
Orphan Rush.
Wait, Jessica Kybell says, "How is Eastville, Dave?" I'm just doing due diligence. We must read the super chats. Eastville was fun. I did 2 sets at Eastville over the weekend. I was anxious. It was my first time on stage in about a year, but it was fun. I had a good time.
Where did you? What's Eastville?
Eastville is a really great comedy club in Brooklyn on Atlantic Avenue.
In Brooklyn, New York.
During this, there was a DMX memorial going on at the Barclays Center down the street.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to have a night out, you catch Dave Hill's set, and then you mosey on over to the DMX memorial. That's the perfect evening.
Complete.
Gene Scribbins writes, "I just wanted to say I really enjoy spending my Monday nights with you. Thank you, and may Vito Bratta bless us all."
Oh, nice.
Well, thank you, Gene. And I love that Vito Bratta, former guitar player for White Lion, has been invoked. I feel like didn't we discuss Vito Bratta fairly in depth recently?
Mm-hmm.
When Tom Beaujour and Richard Beinstock, authors of Nothing But a Good Time, were on the show a few weeks ago. I believe he lives in Staten Island.
Yes. Dave Bomundo of Staten Island brought him
Yes.
Vito was in Staten Island?
Is that your Bjork impression?
Yeah, that's my Bjork. That's my Matt. It's my Matt.
Vito Bratta wasn't White Lion, but he just lives on Staten Island.
I actually do a Matthew Barney impression. So.
Oh, that's her ex-boyfriend.
Right. Well, yeah.
Let's do like a fight. Do the breakup.
They had a breakup?
This is Matt would just be.
Is that what he does? Is he a good artist?
He's really cool, crazy. I went to high school with him.
You did?
He's from Idaho, yeah. Matthew Barney. Yeah.
No way. A guy from Idaho can get with Bjork? I didn't. Wow.
Have you ever seen? You haven't seen because his art is like it's films. It's really like phantasmagorical, freaky.
I wish. But Vito Bratta is no longer in White Lion.
I'm still perfecting Bjork talking about Vito Bratta. I have to go back.
You remember when Bjork, she like punched a reporter or something, who like a paparazzi?
Yeah, but it was deserved. Bjork has never, I don't think, done anything I didn't agree with.
No. Yeah. It was totally deserved, but it was like the pre-YouTube thing. Like I remember seeing that clip and my mind was blown. I was like, "Oh my god, someone filmed like the most amazing thing ever."
Yeah,
you see like a celebrity scuffle like every other week.
Was he at an airport? I can't remember where.
Yeah,
she was.
I think I can't do a Bjork impression talking about something that happened to Bjork because that breaks the time-space continuum.
Right. There's no.
Or is it the space-time continuum?
I think it is space-time. You're correct.
Tomato. You say tomato. I say tomato.
Space.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
Oh.
Niels.
Nils is still there.
Yeah. Can I ask Curtis a question?
Uh-oh.
Please ask Curtis a question.
Curtis, what do you have coming down the pike? Like, are you're holed up and bored, or are you got something on the go here?
I usually on Thursday mornings I clean up the dog shit. I go out in the yard and clean up the poop.
The whole week's worth?
So that's, I mean, really, it's Monday now, so it's a couple of days.
Curtis has 4 dogs. Let me interject.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I used to have 3 until my wife said her stepson was getting a dog, but then turns out maybe it wasn't for him after all.
So wait, you just
cover.
So once a week, you clean 4 dogs worth of dog
Did
shit?
you say once? Did you say once a week, Chris?
Did you say once a day, or I don't remember.
Well, it's not once a day because I just can't. But I have to do it a couple of days a week, and we have Jody, as sort of a joke. My wife a year or 2 ago for Christmas got me a service that comes over every Monday and cleans it up. But I still need to go out there a couple times a week, especially with the 4th pup.
Wait, there's a service that will come to your house and clean all the shit out of your yard?
You are absolutely right.
That is the laziest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
It's not lazy, it's elitist.
Do they knock on the door? Or do you just look out your backyard window and they're there?
I actually, when they show up, I just turn my back to the window, and I smoke.
That is truly
with my cigarette holder.
That is so stunningly lazy, and yet I'm like, I would love that job.
You would love the dog shit job?
Oh, I would love it. It would be zen for me. What do you think about that, Niels?
What's that?
Niels?
Getting a service to pick up dog shit?
We get North America covered. Shit pickers.
Nice. I can't remember. Ours is like.
Style.
It's not your style?
Well, I prefer to make the shit. I'll fucking just go out there and wait till spring for that bad thaw to occur. And then you realize underneath all that snow, there's a bunch of poop.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
Maybe hope that the grass will grow from it or something, but
it doesn't though, does it, Des?
Overall, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not
dog crap in public, but my backyard, it's done in the spring.
Nils, I'm sorry to take over your show, Dave, but it's my show now.
No, please.
Nils, where are you? I don't know where you're calling from.
Merrickville, Ontario.
Southeastern Ontario, in the lowland, the St. Lawrence lowlands, Curtis.
Just not far from Ottawa.
There is a town in South Ontario. Oh. Thank you. That was sort of Neil Young doing a bad impression of Dave Hill doing Bjork.
Kind of worked.
Sound about right.
Thanks, Ted.
It's making me cry, but making me feel so much more.
What is this show about, Dave?
I don't know. I mean,
moment, Curtis.
I am a co-host of the show, and I struggle to understand it. So I can only empathize with the listener. But maybe it's. I mean, there has to be a reason why we're number one. I mean,
with the Mancunians.
The Mancunians.
Yeah, with the Manx.
I mean, when the Manx get a load
of my Bjork impression.
Maybe we should use our Manchester status and try to get Oasis back together. Maybe if we get involved in that, then that can kind of put us over the top everywhere else.
I predict that Oasis will get back together in 2022, summer of 2022. I predict Oasis does just big money grab, not a money grab, but they'll make a lot of money. What's that?
They have to call the tour something.
What hairdos will they be providing to the world?
Well, I think they both.
That hair and
bangs, right?
Well, oh shoot!
Yeah.
You got a bug?
I think a moth flew by, and that's the moth that eats clothes.
Killed that son of a bitch.
I don't know if I killed. I don't think I killed it, but I did. I do have a bit of wing on my hand. I hope I killed it.
Is lightning.
You winged it.
Because when you see one of those things, they destroy clothes.
They eat clothes.
But I'm sorry. Now I can't. It's like a Tourette's type thing where I just start talking. No, I think that Noel and Liam Gallagher have settled on they don't really change their hairstyles now.
It's that sort of it's Caesar's haircut.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Liam has, but then, yeah, I guess they both kind of. But I think that they will. Supposedly, Noel said recently that he would do it just to shut Liam up. Finally,
That's all you need.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So-
Can I ask a question about music?
Sure.
yes.
Like, did Oasis ever put out like a really good song?
Yes, there was many good songs.
Yeah, I think. Well, "Live Forever" on the first record was, I think, a really great song.
It was like their first stateside hit, right?
Yeah, and then "What's the Story?" "Morning Glory" pretty much is just wall to wall. Really good songs. That was the album. If I may, really dig in. So if there's any doubt that I'm a middle-aged man, I was really anti Oasis because they just seemed like dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I was in a bar and they were playing "What's the Story?" "Morning Glory," and I was like, "Oh, this is really good." I can't.
They're still dickheads, but they have a cool sound. They have some really good songs, right?
Also, I wasn't really listening closely, but now they're the greatest dickheads of all time because they're really funny, and they insult people. They're so good at insulting people.
Yeah, I mean they're right up
that you can't be mad at them for it. Like sometimes you can go on the internet and just read like Noel Gallagher insults. He said about Jack White that he looks like Zorro on donuts. Which is like so harsh but so funny.
Looks like Zorro on donuts. No, stay there.
Because I think at the time Jack White was like a little. Curtis left the show.
He's a big Jack White fan. He's taking offense.
No, but I think Jack White, his weight fluctuates, as does mine.
All of us.
Even though I've been in pretty amazing shape for a little while now.
You work out, right?
I work out constantly.
Yeah, Ohio jacked.
Another super chat. This is for Curtis.
Oh,
this is Kybel. Do you want to read it as Bjork, Dave?
Jessica Kybel writes,
Is Curtis planning a tour or secretly auditioning for
Is Curtis planning a tour or secretly auditioning for Avengers or anything? That's a good question. Curtis, if I may, every Wednesday, Curtis is doing live shows on the internet. What time is that each Wednesday on Facebook? And just for fun, turn your sound on.
Yeah. See. Okay.
There you are.
Is it on? Is it not?
Yes, it is. It does sound.
Okay. Yeah. It's I just put my earphones in, and it's even worse, isn't it? Does it sound worse now?
No, it sounds great.
It sounds great.
It sounds perfect.
I'm doing a live stream every Wednesday at 3 p.m. East Coast time. I'm not on the East Coast, but people don't know where the Mountain Time zone is. So, I'm doing some really competent work on my live stream.
Yeah, you can go on there. He sings. There's chatter. I've not seen the show myself, but then I'm told this is what happens.
Yeah. I told you. Yeah.
No, I saw one of them. I got a sense of it.
I'm going to be playing in Omaha on the 29th of August.
Really?
I don't know where.
You buried the lead.
I know. It's crazy, right? I mean, I am living.
Will this be an outdoor show?
It will be. They will
Love it.
drive there.
Do you
They're
want me
fun.
to come and open for you? Okay, I'll
I
do
don't
it.
know. I don't know why you wouldn't. How long of a drive is it from the west? Well, wherever you live in, wherever that New York area is.
No,
How? I'm being secretive.
The West Village. No one's gonna show up and murder me. There's too many other better people to murder.
There are a lot better people to murder, for sure.
Yeah.
So how long is that? How long of a drive would that be to Omaha? Liam, Nils, can you figure that out? How long does it take to drive from the West Village of New York City to Omaha, Nebraska?
You know what? In my wise times, I'd probably say give yourself a good 10 hours. But
Good 10
I
hours.
don't know, really. You know,
You're just saying, just kind of grabbing 10 hours.
it's Canadian hours. It might
Where's
be different.
Go ahead.
He's what?
Do you get a little more?
Honestly,
I'm pulling it up
give yourself
now.
a good 10 hours and then like check into a motel and have a hot bath, have a nice friggin' drink, put on the ball game and just chill.
Do you ever
And
feel
then
creepy?
There may be some like minus time, but then you're there.
Oh,
And then
it's
you're there.
oh, it's not too
Do you ever
bad.
feel creepy about taking a bath in a hotel?
No, man, nothing creepy about having baths in motels. Just keep the door
just like, 'cause
open to keep an
there's-
eye on in your car. Oh yeah.
You raise a good point. You know, it's a 19-hour drive.
Yeah, so give yourself at least 10 hours.
Yeah,
Ed Arnold said, "Give yourself 20 hours." Well, you would need more because you have to stop and
gas up a couple times at least.
yeah, you get some snacks, stretch
Defecate.
out, that sort of thing.
No,
Sure.
no, not if you drive 10 straight like a maniac.
Well, you
Go
need
in,
cocaines for that.
Have your bath,
The cocaine.
drinks in the bath. No cocaine. That's baloney. Like just drive, bath, drink, sleep, hit the road. You could do it 19 hours edible. If you don't do it all at once, you're gonna like do it in 2 days with like minor relaxation in between.
You make the drive part of the trip. Yeah.
I'd probably just fly.
Wow.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you going to eat in a restaurant or get on a plane first, Dave?
Probably get on a plane.
But you've eaten outside of a restaurant.
Indoor,
Yeah.
indoor dining or
I had my first indoor dining experience last night.
Where did you go?
Here in Boise, Idaho. It was my wife's birthday, and we met a couple friends of ours at a restaurant. We've all been inoculated from the scourge, and we had dinner. And
What restaurant? What kind of food was it?
It's called Richard's, kind of fancy American, she for Boise. It's it's kind of at the top of the food chain. And I found that people season food and put a lot more butter and things in it than they do at my house, because I was overwhelmed with the with the sort of the food was surprisingly beautiful, and it messed me up a little bit, I have to say. I got
You mean you had to hit the can?
Emotional. I had to hit the head. Yeah.
Your butthole got emotional. This is not a classic show. When things like that are said,
yeah.
If I could find myself for saying that, I would.
The cool thing is you'd get the fine money. You'd get the proceeds of it.
I know.
Yeah,
which
you
is
should
all the
super
more
chat. Just
all
super
the
chat.
more reason. Can I super chat?
I think so.
I mean,
On my laptop, I'm logged in as you.
That's right.
So I
you
can super chat.
sicko.
I could super chat from your account.
That's I realized we still don't know the venue of the Omaha show.
You know what? I couldn't tell you. It's an outdoor. I think it's a free concert in a park. I think I've been hired.
That was my next question. How are they going to get people to show up to this thing?
That if I didn't know that you were just kidding, that you were just pulling my leg,
it would sound really mean.
It would sound mean to somebody who showed up to your little show, your little show business stuff.
I love when little is used as like a passive aggressive. Like,
I know.
There's nothing passive about. There's nothing passive about the way I'm using little, Chris.
Little Zoom friends.
Impression. Wait, Niels.
Niels.
You were gonna say something.
What?
You were saying something. Do you think this show is too slick?
I think that I remember when this used to happen on the Tonight Show back in the glory days in the early 70s when I would watch. I mean, where the whole thing would just fall apart and there would be just silence for seconds.
And they'd be, now what do we do? Now what do we do?
And then Ed would ho ho ho, and then they'd go on. But I mean, there were moments that were just so.
Poor Ed, man. It didn't end well for him, did it?
Oh, Dave, your mic started doing that thing.
Ed had trouble at the end.
What happened at the end?
Yeah, I think he had financial issues. He was rapping on a commercial, I think, in the last years of his life.
You're better now. You're good.
Yeah, it worked. It fixed.
We have just 3 minutes left, I should say.
What's up?
We have just 3 minutes left before we
show,
ride off into the podcasting sunset.
Wow.
Curtis.
Yes, dear.
What?
I said yes.
I want to just...
Everyone, get Curtis's latest album, Gentlemen.
Or just go to my Wednesday. Come to my Wednesday thing.
Yes, and you can tip him
precipitously. I don't even know if that's not even really the word.
I mean, look at him. He's a mess. If there's ever a guy who... No, he looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks
ready to go.
Clean, showered.
Just keep this jacket. I keep this jacket right here just in case you ask.
Never know.
In case you get asked to be on a Zoom. Yeah, everyone. As much as it pains me to, go to CurtisStigers.com.
CurtisStigers.com. Everything is there for you. Now go on.
Yeah. Why am I? What is that music that just came on?
York.
Oh, that's Bjork. You think I would know? Think I would know that it was Bjork?
I don't really listen to Bjork regularly, but when I hear Bjork, I'm like, oh, she's great.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. I saw her at Roseland like 10 years ago.
She's great.
So good.
Was there a lot of sort of multimedia stuff, or was it just
it was the tour where she was in the round basically. So she was like in the middle of Roseland, and everyone like they had one guy who was just playing like 8 iPads. It was just like a visually really cool, but he was actually like, doing stuff with it.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
He was actually playing Angry Duck or whatever. What do they play? Angry Geese?
Angry Birds?
Angry Birds. Yeah. I'm kind of specific with my birds, so I don't know.
I think I'm going to listen to Bjork tonight after the show. Just going to Bjork. Just get lost in Bjork music.
Des, are you going to listen to Bjork after the show?
Most likely not. I don't think so. Not for a real reason. But
I'm shocked.
I don't think I have any Bjork in the house.
Well,
it might be. Bjork's got a stash.
Thank you,
Bjork stash.
Thank you to everyone for joining us and putting up with the number one Pedal Talk / Bjork impression / Idaho and Jazz Cat show / Merrickville, Ontario based. I think is Niels. He's singing Bjork in the background.
I think so. Yeah.
We got one last super chat in before we sign off.
Oh,
Johnny Crumble Thumbs died for your sins t-shirt and other gear now on the offensive.com. Check out Max Fun's new show Depress Mode with John Moe.
Depress Mode.
Yeah.
It's a new show on Maximum Fun.
Yes, yeah, I love John Moe.
John Moe.
He
had the. Yeah, John Moe. He wrote the book and had this show about. Anyway, go on. Sorry, I'm talking and I shouldn't be.
John's great. I love John. He's a Minnesotan. Thank you, New Jersey Chicken Rancher Des. Thank you, Boy Criminal Chris Gersbeck, and thank you, the Pride of Merrickville, Niels. And thank you, Jasmine. Curtis Steigers. Coming to Omaha at a location that will be disclosed at a later date.
Anytime. It'll be on my website at some point, if you're lucky.
And thank you. It's great to be number one in Manchester, England.
Congratulations,
what were you gonna say?
Dave. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations to Curtis Steigers on being verified on Instagram.
And congratulations to you on being number one in the Manx City. I don't know.
I'm the best.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the best. The best.
I'm going to study Bjork's talking voice, and I'm going to come back.
I'm the best.
I'm going to do it better than you.
I'm the best. I do the best.
All right, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week. Keep up the good work. We're all counting on you. If you want to support this show, and why wouldn't you? Go to maxfun.org/join. And we'll be doing the Max Fun Drive starting next week, where I will mention this over and over again.
Yeah, sure. Good night. Good night. We did it. We've done it. We've done it. Yes.